What's up? It's your man again, the real deal, out of the city of Gary, Indiana, with another video. I'm freestyling. Just spit off the top of my head. I haven't done this in a little while. And this is a Memorial Day edition. I'm freestyling. Donald Trump, who's not my president, but anyway, he's parading around the country, parading around the world being diplomatic, pretending to be presidential. Now, this motherfucking lunatic and just signed $110 billion weapons deal with Saudi Arabia. The same motherfucking Arabs that flew into the World Trade Center. And they were allowed to fly out the country when America was on lockdown on 2011. All air traffic ceased. You couldn't get in the country, you couldn't go out the country. But this family was allowed to fly out, the royal family. Figure that out. But yet and still, he's trimming off the fat. And you know what the fat is off the budget? Your black po ass. That's what it is. You all know what it is. And I'm freestyling. Now I look at Donald Trump and I'm looking at his wife, and Melania is like, fuck this white boy, this American white boy. I know I'm a mail order bride. However, I know when I'm being abused. You dig? Message. Look, just because a dude can take care of you and provide and give you all your wants and needs, it does not make him a good husband. Take notes, you bad wenches. Take notes. You dig? Now, it's obvious that they sex life sucks. It's obvious. She don't want him to touch her. Why the fuck you think she don't want to be in the White House, man? She rather stay in that penthouse. She don't want to be nowhere near this motherfucker. Donald Trump is an absolute insane psychopath. You dig? Look at how he treated that head of state, man. He pushed the dude out the way, and then he went like this. He went like on Fuhrer mode. He was on Fuhrer mode. Nazi. You dig? But what if that guy that he shoved out the way would have just took off on his ass? That would have been, that would have been hilarious right there. You dig? Because, you got a guy, that's privilege at its finest right there. And that's what everybody, the YouTubers are talking about, especially the melanated YouTubers is talking about with this white privilege, where you can just do what the fuck you want to do with no repercussions, no nothing. I'm going to digress from that. But one more political thing. You have this Montana constituent, or whatever you call it, that he got elected after he body slammed the reporter. He body slammed him and said, "I'm tired of you motherfuckers." But look here, man, let me tell you something. This is the same thing that happened in Nazi Germany, man. First you control the media, you know what I'm saying? Then you control the narrative of the people that you're trying to oppress. And then that's when the genocide occurs. But see, the news media has been exposed. You've been propping up and putting, your sponsors tell you, well, you don't need to put this story on. You dig what I'm saying? And that's not reporting. The freedom of speech is shot. It's a wrap. I'm glad that motherfucker got body slammed. Shit, I look at Melanoid Nation. That's what I look at. And Twitter, that's where I get my news from. And a whole lot of melanated people do. That's woke. But anyway, let's get back domestic, man. You know, in the United States of America, you have countless incidents after countless incidents, man, of these white boys thugging, man. You know, when we gonna get it through our heads that these is the most violent motherfuckers on the planet. You dig? I wasn't born yesterday. I was born in the 60s. My teenage years was in the 70s. Yeah, I'm from the G. I'm from GI. You know what I'm saying? And it's still segregated. You know, so I know how white folks is. I had a history lesson from my parents on how racism is. Because at the end of the day, white folks is going to act like white folks. And you're seeing it. But unfortunately, you have a lot of young people, man, that don't have no understanding of that. Because for the past 8 years, from a lot of you young people, especially that's in your 20s or whatever, you was 18 or 17 when Obama first got elected in 2004, I want to say. You dig? And all you know is this black and white, and it's what's right. You know? Now you like confused. Why are white folks acting like this? Man, these motherfuckers have been like that. But now you're getting ran up on by some dumbass wannabe white supremacist, and you're getting killed. You dig? Because you sleep. I talk about that all the time, man. I talk about it all the time, you know, online, you know, and in the real world. You know, now we had a promising student, man. He was like going into the military or something like that. You know, we all heard of it. And he was at a bus stop with his friends, an Asian and, you know, some white dude. White boy walk up on him, some words was exchanged. It got out of hand. The white boy knew what he was finna do anyway. But see, the brother didn't even see it coming. And he got stabbed up. You dig? He got stabbed the fuck up. And the thing about it, man, was his own comrades that was with him didn't even intervene. You know what I'm saying? Crazy, man. You know? Then, you know, in Portland, you know, you have another psychopathic ass Neanderthal thug, as the Vibe show say, you know. I'm just gonna say straight crazy ass white boys. That's what they are. You dig? He on the train, you know, campaigning, you know, for white supremacy, you know, but you had a couple of heroes. And then the thing about it, man, you know, is that, you know, the Muslim community, you know, picked up the bill, you know, for the victims. You dig what I'm saying? You know, so, I mean, you know, if it was me, I don't know, man. Like I say, man, you know, I'm setting my ways when it comes, you know, to these white folks out here. I know how they are. I'm not going to ever say that all of them is bad, but for you, it's a message. I have a message for you Caucasians. You know, you look at yourself in the mirror every day. You see what's happening out here. You see your own people out here acting a motherfucking fool, acting barbaric, you know, and everything else. But you take a blind eye to it because you don't want to lose your white privilege. You dig? And you're scared for the fact that you know your people has been brutalizing the planet, brutalizing, you know, human beings and eliminating and eradicating the animals and motherfucking the indigenous people on the planet. And we steadily multiplying. We steadily multiplying. And you're afraid that when your time is up, which is coming, that we're going to do the same thing to your punk scared ass. So you need to grow some balls, because the racism can be eliminated overnight if y'all got off y'all ass. My people, I'm not finna participate in this shit. Fuck that. But anyway, I'ma close with this. I'm finna talk some shit. Look here. internet granny, every time a nigga talk about swirling or just talk about, interracial relationships, you come bringing your happy ass on my page, rebutting everything I said. Now, your comment was this: the reason why black men swirl is because they hate black women. And the reason why black women swirl because they not waiting on black men to check on them. You need to shut your motherfucking ass up, real talk. You 60 years old out here, up there riding with that goddamn venomous shit. One minute, you're down for the team, but the next minute you corrupting these young women mind, about, oh, it's okay to be a single mother. It's your choice. You know what I'm saying? But then on the flip side, you want to talk about where the black men, we're not stepping up. You dig? Why don't you stay the fuck off my page, and concentrate on that essay that you married to, if you married to him. You dig? Because I'm about to block your ass. Mother load, internet granny, and booth. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You got your nerve. As I say, stay off my page, and I'm gonna leave it at that. You dig? Maybe what you need, is a hug from a 6'1" or 6'5" ass nigga, alpha nigga. That's what you're probably lacking in your life. But anyway, y'all, I'm freestyling, a Memorial Day edition. And hope everybody, don't eat too much barbecue. You dig what I'm saying? And, we want to acknowledge, the brothers that fought in the Civil War and, World War II, and even the ones that fell by a bullet from the police department unjustly. All right? I'm your man, the real deal, out of the city of Gary, Indiana. Freestyle. Yeah, baby.